I tuned in to watch because of Peter Jackson more than I did because of the Beatles. Talking about the Beatles, here's where I stand, and I'm curious where you're coming from being a Beatles fan and why you're here going through this journey with me. Up until the last couple years, I wouldn't consider myself a Beatles fan. Not because I didn't like their stuff. It just, as an 80s, I consider myself an 80s baby. Growing up, I knew of the Beatles in a textbook kind of fashion, like, oh yeah, that was probably stuff my mom maybe listened to. They were always kind of like the group from back in the day. I knew a little bit about who they were, but nothing to the effect of like I was a Beatles fan or knew their songs or anything. Oddly enough, with Peter Jackson's Get Back documentary that came out, that is actually on Disney Plus, that people can go out and watch right now, that right there, I tuned in to watch because of Peter Jackson more than I did because of the Beatles.
To investigate a technology that's been talked about called demixing, which is you take a mono track of a performance and you can split all the instruments in a machine learning AI way.
And I was like, you know what? This is going to be an interesting thing because I'm curious about the restoration, everything that went with these hours and hours of lost footage that they were able to recover, and Peter Jackson and his team put all this stuff together, restore it to the point to where it looks absolutely incredible, sounds incredible. And when I was done with this documentary, I was like, I need more Beatles. I was totally invested.